Manage software settings, users, and symbols with SumiLabel's general options. From the main screen of SumiLabel, navigate to Options, then General Options. First up is the Folders tab, which contains a data folder path to specify where SumiLabel will save your files. By default, the path points to SumiLabel's data folder, but it can be pointed to any other folder by clicking the button beside it to open the browser. The Load File Details checkbox is checked by default, causing SumiLabel to cache a preview of each file in the data folder for easy inspection of the file's contents. This can be a slow process if you have many files. Unchecking Load File Details will only cache an image on selecting a file, significantly speeding up SumiLabel's start time. The Preferences tab contains many different options for managing SumiLabel. Changing the default application language will change the language used on the SumiLabel login screen, if you have it enabled. You can set SumiLabel to automatically check for updates by the checkbox, then use the drop-down menu to specify the frequency. Note that this feature requires an internet connection. The other 6 checkboxes below change the way SumiLabel functions in significant ways. Use Suggested Print Settings automatically will automatically use a product's suggested print settings when checked, prompting for the settings if unchecked. Prompt for product at the start of set printing changes the default setting for print queues, prompting the user to load product before printing each set. Suggest Auto Adjust Marker Length uses the recommended length for each product in the new job wizard using the Auto Adjust feature. Reduce Page Height for black stripe height is a setting for particular formatted SumiTag material, altering the dimensions of the printable area in SumiLabel to account for the black bar used for calibration when checked. Use double-sided products only for XMT import chooses only comparable double-sided products when importing XMT files. Print Upside Down flips the text on the tubing upside down based on the initial orientation of your text. The last option on this tab is titled Use Print Settings for Job by default, changing whether SumiLabel uses the default print settings or per job print settings. The User Management tab reveals a robust system of users and privileges, allowing you to define levels of access for different password-protected users and limit their ability to use software features like creating new set files, printing existing files, modifying markers within a job, and much more. In order to enable users, check the Enable Login checkbox and click Add to create the first one. Finally, on the Symbols tab, you'll be able to define certain user-specified images to be inserted into every marker. Check Use Symbols to insert them, then choose whether you want the custom symbol to appear in the left or right-hand corner with the Symbol Position drop-down. Add symbols by clicking the button and navigating to an image file, then select one with the default symbol menu.